I don't know. When I edited, it sounded like I was lisping. And because I think lisping is like super adorable. So I was like, yay, finally I have like a charming personality trait.
Take what you can get.
But then I realized it was the mic, so I don't know. Still uncharming. Another thing that I also like noticed it when I edited was that I don't laugh that much. I mean, when you laugh, you make sounds, but I don't. So I don't know. I need to fix that. I mean, I look happy, but sounds doesn't come out. So maybe I should just like say laugh when I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Or is that weird? Or to just laugh more, because now it sounds like I'm a Debbie Downer and you're super happy. That's just, I don't wanna.
Nej, vad fan. Okej, nu är jag redo. Tror jag. Förhoppningsvis. Jag ska på mina tofflor också.
Okay, third episode of Ktrauma podcast.
Should we take a nap before?
I mean, it's early morning for me, so.
Yeah, it's 4 o'clock for me. So it's definitely nap time.
Oh, we haven't said right. I'm in Sweden and you are in Korea.
Yeah. I came here before we released this and before they heard it and before they stopped me at the border.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be smart.
Yeah.
Totally planned.
I still haven't gotten over that you're in the same city as Mark Lee.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
I am, right? That you keep reminding me. Yeah, you said that like 2 weeks ago, and I contemplated it for a second or two, and I have now moved on with my life.
Okay, so what do we have today?
Oh, we have so much going on today. We are moving on from K-pop to a more familiar territory for me, which is K-drama. So we're going to talk a bit about, I mean, I know that K-dramas it's a very big genre with a lot of different sorts of dramas. So, of course, the ones I'm going to talk about today doesn't represent like every single Korean drama out there. But we're going to talk a bit about the, can I say sleazy? Romantic dramas out there. We're gonna go for those ones. But I just thought that I should because I don't think I've told you the first drama I ever saw.
No.
It was probably when it released in 2017. I didn't have anything to do with Korea at that time, or Korean culture. I just wanted to see a new drama on Netflix, and just like you watch a French or German or English or Swedish drama, I just clicked on it because it showed up in my feed. And it's called, it's a somewhat testosterone-filled title, but it's called Man to Man.
Okay.
I don't think it's like the title. I don't think there is a Korean title. But my summary that I did, when I did the summaries, I was a bit stupid and wrote them in Swedish, so I need to translate them in my head now.
Okay.
So my summary is that it's about an egocentric agent who, on top of that, is so freaking perfect that he can be that egocentric, but he gets fired from the special forces because he does the right thing instead of obeying orders, of course. He gets recruited by the secret services to protect the country from a conglomerate trying to take over the country through buying themselves power.
Question.
Yeah.
So it's about a single man's struggle against capitalism.
Yeah, but he seems to have quite a lot of money as well.
Classic story.
So, just there are several layers here,
Okay.
as you will become aware.
Mm-hmm.
Let's continue.
Mm-hmm.
But to get a hold of a wooden statue, which has something to do with this, he becomes a bodyguard for an actor who does some like he was famous before, but now he does like children's shows. It's unclear what he does, but this actor has a ticket to a party which is going to be held in the house where the wooden statue is.
Okay.
So whilst he's doing his bodyguard thing, in which a bromance with this actor is very much in focus, this agent shows that he can fight threats against national security all by himself, get the skeptic woman head over heels for him. So basically he is like a dude who is capable of multitasking.
Yeah.
That's my summary. I hope people get excited to watch it. So
wait, just a question. So the main character and this actor that he works as a bodyguard for, do they become friends or?
Yeah, they become super tight.
Oh, so it's like a buddy cop film.
Buddy
cop, when it's like two people that shouldn't like get along and they're like forced to cooperate and form a team, and then they become super close.
Yeah.
Another super interesting sort of buddy cop theme is when they have a person and a dog that is supposed to cooperate. You haven't seen those?
No.
Like Air Bud and those sort of movies when it's like a dog and a human. No? Okay.
Like Lassie or what? Let's call it that. And like the dog is the actor then.
So did you like the drama?
Yeah, I liked it. I did some because it was 2017 that I saw it. I Googled it once just to see if there are any plot summaries out there. There wasn't any. So I probably missed like half of the drama in my summary right now, but people doesn't seem to like this drama because there is no chemistry between the main character and his love interest. Apparently, I can't remember anything like that, but
chemistry is overrated.
Yeah, totally. And also, that's not why we're looking at this. It's because, like, how he interacts with his dog. That's the main theme, right? We're just decided it. So, well, yeah, and also, like, even though I don't like a drama, I will continue to watch it. Even though I need to, like, skip some parts that, like, characters that I don't like, I will, like, fast forward those scenes. Because I want to know what happens. Let's just say I like it and move on. But, So what had you watched K-drama wise? And what's your first impression?
I haven't watched that many dramas. I watched Itaewon Class. I watched, After School Curriculum. Did you watch that one?
No.
No. Okay, and then I watched Love Struck in the City. And I watched... was I supposed to prepare something? I don't know.
No, I just wanted your, like, spontaneous thoughts on K-dramas. But I know that you have a slight problem with Love Struck in the City.
Yes. I mean, I've watched, probably, to summarize, like 5 dramas or something in total. It's not that many. It's not my thing. Because the storylines are just really, sometimes very slow. There's a lot of, what's it called, flashbacks, and that annoys me.
But you do have a fast forward button for those.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's interesting because otherwise it seems like Korean culture is very like fast paced, but not when it comes to dramas.
No.
And I'm like, why do you put in like half of the episode is like flashbacks, like with How to Be 30. I watched a drama that's called How to Be 30, and like most of the episodes were just flashbacks, and I'm like, do you think I'm an idiot? I watched this already. Why do you have to put the flashbacks from like the first episode in the second episode and the third episode and the fourth? I'm not dumb.
But I think that I agree with you, but I think that is like, let's show the people watching what these characters are thinking about at this very moment. But
you know, if you want to know what the characters are thinking, then you can just listen to what they say, because they don't have an inner monologue. They just say stuff out loud. That's also typically K-drama.
Yeah.
I'm like, who would, if there's like an interaction and one of the characters that I was like, that is super weird, blah blah blah, and like I'm like, who talks to themselves like that?
But also like commenting.
Just do a voiceover. Just do a voiceover. Voiceover hasn't arrived to Korea yet.
Maybe should we introduce it? I don't know how we would do that. Let's make another, like, our own drama, like Charlie and Dino.
Yeah.
And just have voiceovers. We can walk out on the streets having voiceovers about everything and everyone.
But like Love Struck in the City, I know you started talking about that. That is like the drama that I watched recently, and oh my god, the male character, what is his name?
I don't know, but wait. Like the surfer dude who can't get over the girl that he had a summer fling with, and he has some anger management issues as well.
Whatever. He's annoying. His laugh is annoying.
Yeah, but also he has that kind of the character is a bit. I mean, the character isn't charming at all. He's just crazy and uncomfortable. I mean, isn't it okay to just have like a summer fling and then?
No, not for him. And they like sleep with each other immediately, which is fine. You can do that. But then he's like, "Oh my god, I love her," and she's like, "This is a bit weird." He's like, "Let's get married." She's like, "Okay." I'm like, why? And then they're riding their bikes, and he's like, ha 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 ha. That's his laugh. I'm like, seriously, dude, fix your laugh.
Maybe he came to the conclusion that when he laughs, no one can hear him, so he is like putting on a laugh.
He's using his diaphragm really well. Like that. That is exactly how his laugh sounds.
You know, like Santa Claus in department stores at Christmas. He should just sit there and use his diaphragm.
Santa Claus is his muse. He's like, this guy is gold. I'm gonna become an actor.
Yep. Is that like... The lights just went off in my apartment. Did you summon a ghost or something? But also, like, all morning, the fire alarm in the hallway has been blinking, but no one does anything. I don't know what to do. Everything is in Korean.
They don't fear death.
Nah. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm on the 5th floor. I want to make it out anyways. So since I know you love a quiz, I made a quiz for you. I know you've asked about it as well.
Yay!
So it's like it's not a surprise. Probably.
I didn't remember it though, so it is kind of a surprise.
Thank you for your bad memory then. So I have made like, let's not call it summary and let's not call it like a summary of the moral meaning of it, but it's like a cross between those. It's like in a sentence what I got out from different dramas.
Okay.
So I have a few of those sentences, and a few are real dramas, and a few I've just like pulled out of my ass when I was brainstorming for this episode.
Yeah.
So you have to guess if it's a drama or not. And if it's a drama, I have like a more lengthy summary of that drama,
Okay.
which kind of explains the moral sentence or whatever we want to call it. So are you ready?
Yes.
A girl who cries before sex is enough to get a dude who sleeps around and ignores the family business to pick himself up and start working and get a family. Drama or no drama?
I feel like this is a drama.
It is a drama.
Yeah.
How did you get that vibe?
Just hearing about the storyline makes me tired because of like normative gender roles, and what makes a man feel things is just seeing a woman crying. So I'm like, this is definitely some shitty drama.
Yeah. So it's a drama called My Secret Romance.
Oh yes, I've heard about it.
Yeah. So you have. But
just a note. Sorry, I have a lot of friends that watch dramas, and they're like obsessed with K-dramas. So I've heard a lot about different dramas, but I don't watch them. Yes. End of note.
Okay, but then I'm totally gonna pitch all these dramas to you, and then you can like make your own list about which ones you actually want to watch. And obviously, I don't know if I said it earlier, but obviously there are gonna be spoilers, but only spoilers that will make you totally want to watch them.
Okay.
Anyways, because who wouldn't want to watch this one after you heard all of this? So, after a one-night stand, a rich heir can't forget the girl he slept with because she cried just before they slept with each other. He saves her push-up bra, or like the, what do you call, it's not breast implants, but like what you put in your bra to make your breast look bigger. What's that called in English?
Yeah, I don't know. Inlägg.
Everyone knows anyways. But he saves those in a jewelry box and brings it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but also sometimes when he wants to remember her, he like takes it out and looks at it.
Ew! Bjonte!
Pickpro.
What? He like jiggles them around?
Or it's like, it's just one, because she just left behind one with like her mother's initials on it, because it's actually her mother's, but he doesn't know that, so he thinks that those initials are hers.
I'm sorry, so she's wandering around the streets also with really uneven boobs, because one of the implants, like for her, the stuffing for her bra is left. She's like, oh, there's nothing weird about that. And who the fuck has initials on?
Yeah, should we just
you know,
like, yeah,
that is a great idea though. I'm gonna do like embroideries on all my panties with my mom's initials. That's a great idea. There's nothing weird about that.
We should do like a web shop and we could totally get that done.
Put your mom's name on your undies. Another thing, though, about the story that you said that she first cried and then he had sex with her. Like, who does that? If someone is in an emotional state and you're like, it's half in. Is that even a English expression?
Half in, I don't know.
Because in Swedish it is, like, halva inne. It means that
you're like halfway there.
Halfway there, but it paints a very disgusting picture in your head. But yeah,
yeah. But anyways, it's like they're sitting on. He has a convertible, and they're sitting on like the boot of the car, and she's talking about something that's like she's had a rough day or like a rough life or whatever, and she starts to cry because she's had like 2 sips of some red wine. And he just looks at her and says, this is the first time that I've found a girl crying cute.
Okay.
It's really disgusting. But yeah, so that happens. That's like the first episode. So yeah, so she leaves behind this like breast leg, and he keeps it in a jewelry box and brings it out to remember her sometimes. 3 years later, she happens to start working as is it called a dietist? A dietist?
Dietitian?
Yeah. But she starts to work with that kind of stuff at his company. And despite he being both like famous as a rich heir and an underwear model who features on like big illuminated billboards, she didn't know that that was his company.
Because she's dumb.
Dumb as a potato. But in the beginning, she pretends that or when she sees him, like, oh shit, that's my boss. And I slept with him 3 years ago. She like pretends that she doesn't know who he is. And he acts like an ass to her. He abuses his position, gets her to work overtime, like being his personal slave. Because it turns out he doesn't want to be alone. Yeah. I love your face. There. It's like, why can't we just show that?
Yay, a man that can communicate and can, manage his emotions. I love that.
Yeah, and also, she has hiccups every time he and only he comes near her.
Okay. So she swallows air very quickly when he comes around.
Because he's a flipping fan.
Oh. Okay, she starts having hiccups.
Yeah, and also she has a super hot best friend who's in love with her, and he's got a super hot girl hanging after him. Of course. But also all this, like, these side characters I'm not gonna do because it will take forever and ever. We're just on the first question, for God's sake. Well, misunderstandings like that her little brother would be their child. And that her weird shame over that her a bit stupid porn actress mother would like ruin her life really drags the drama along. I mean, the drama could be like 5 episodes, but I think it's like 14 or 16. But of course, like the both really good looking and successful main characters have a complex that they didn't get the right attention from their mother when they were little, which would mean like her cooking for them, picking them up from school, being attentive, and of course the obligatory like self-sacrifice of privacy and ambition and future.
Women suck.
Oh yeah.
It's all their fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why should they ever be mothers? That's the
moral of the drama.
Yeah.
Use protection.
But anyways, in the entire drama, they don't sleep together. But he like kindly waits for her and their love to start before.
I'm sorry, but that makes no sense.
Yeah,
just like based off of what you've talked about the character, the little I know about the character, he sounds like a fuckboy. He sounds selfish. Totally. Yeah, why would he wait or care about someone else's feelings? That makes no sense.
Because she cried before sex. That's the only explanation that I have. But you can challenge me on that.
Just another question though, like how far ahead of the sex making did she cry?
Like just before. She cries, he says that, and then they make out and have sex.
Okay.
Is it?
So crying turns him on. That's weird.
That's not a good thing.
No. I know. Run.
Anyways, so that's that drama.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that drama.
Next question then, or next summarizing sentence. 1 girl, 5 guys. If you want the girl, you have to be the most. I've written svinig, How do you translate that?
The most asshole, douchebaggy.
Yeah, the most douchebaggy and least nice of all your rivals, because that's what girls like. Drama or not the drama.
Is this Boys Over Flowers?
It's actually not a drama, but it could have been a drama. It could be Boys Over Flowers. That's totally true. I mean, like, we need to have an episode where we talk about like these kind of lightweight romantic dramas where 20 and 30-year-olds act like they have never touched another person. Like they flip out because you happen to like someone takes your hand, you're like just watching your own palm for 5 minutes afterwards and remembering how they touched you.
Licking it and then moving on with your life.
I know that that's your spontaneous reaction and you do it quite often, but...
No, I'm very sanitary.
So you use like hand sanitizer before you lick it.
But then what's the point?
True.
I have one thought about like the thing with women loving men that treats them like shit. Women are sort of taught to not like themselves. Like society has taught them not to like themselves. And then when they meet a man that treats them like shit, they're like, oh, it's my soulmate. You hate me too. Isn't it like that?
Yeah, I mean, it could be something like that.
I hate me, you hate me, let's get married.
We have something very important in common. I know that you're gonna like this. Crazy ass age differences are not annoying or bothering if both are really good looking and at least one is rich. Drama or not a drama?
I think it's a drama.
It's a drama, and I think it's like your favorite drama that you've never watched.
Tokebi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Goblin. I mean, again, if people could see your face, it's like the face of total and utter
disgust,
surrender, and disgust. So yeah, Goblin is a drama for itself, obviously. So this is my wonderful summary. So a general for really, really long ago saves the country, but then gets betrayed by the king that he obeys because the king is young and stupid enough to listen to the really super duper evil and a power hungry advisor whom we don't really get an explanation as to why he's really evil and wants power. But I mean, he's a side goon, so why would you? Why would you think he was a person? The king kills the general and his forces, along with his the king's own wife, the queen, who is the general's sister, because the king is jealous that they have a nice relationship. All the subjects in the country are really sad about the general's death, and he arises as a goblin, or like resurrected as a goblin. He lives his life for centuries together with the sons of one family, whom he decides should be his servants in generation after generation. Again, why are they okay with this? Why doesn't like one son during all of this time rebel against this? We don't know, because they are side characters, and why would they be people? Jumping to the 2000s. A girl who should have died in the womb gets saved by the goblin without consent. Just want to point that out.
Okay.
And therefore gets marked as his bride and gets doomed to be persecuted by accidents and death. As a secondary school student, the goblin and the girl, a 900-year-old and like a 18, 19-year-old meet and starts a romantic relationship because he gets attracted by someone who says that she likes him. Maybe because she's young and fresh, we don't know. and she just wants to have a family. And also she gets like invited to a lot of stuff, like a free Canada trip. She gets some meat, some other stuff. So that could have something to do with it. Who am I to judge? But they live in the same house as a Grim Reaper, who sooner or later needs to take her to the tea house of death, where she has to take the staircase to the next life. The Grim Reaper turns out to be the king, and her boss turns out to be the sister/queen. And so this high school student also can see spirits. Side note. The evil dude from history, like the power-hungry super evil dude, is now a super evil spirit with loads of power that we don't know why he gets, but loads of power. When they defeats by the goblin tricking the goblin's bride, like the girl, to kill the goblin.
Okay.
This is so confusing. I'm confused. He wanders around for a while in snow somewhere, and only the girl and his valet, who was possessed by God for a while, who by the way is like the best character, forgets him. He comes back and is sorry that she doesn't remember. Then she remembers, they get married, she dies. She don't drink the tea, who makes you forget. She comes back as a secondary school student in her second life.
I've zoned out.
And
I've zoned out.
But it's like a sentence left, so just bear with me. She comes back as a secondary school student. You like have to assume that they're doing some like romantic thing after the credits. The king/Grim Reaper and the boss/queen can forgive each other during their lifetime, but they can't live together. They die, go to a motel in their next life. The end.
Oh, okay.
Do you need the moment?
Who came up with this storyline?
I don't know, and I really want to meet them.
But this was a very popular drama, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went for a walk today and got a bit lost. When I was lost, I went past a lot of restaurants, and the guy who plays the goblin, he makes like a beer commercial, and he was just standing in all the like, outside of all the restaurants, like promoting beer.
Ooh, like a cutout?
Yeah, like a cutout.
Ooh, I love cutouts.
I know.
I like him though. Like I like his face. I would have him as a psychiatrist. He has a psychiatrist vibe.
How?
I don't know.
I mean, the only vibe I get from him is this 900-year-old who sleeps with a high school student. I just can't get that out of my head.
We have talked about this before. But I think it's very interesting that this is like obviously a fantasy sort of drama. But the thing that is still the same as present day is that older man wants to fuck younger women. Like the person that made up this storyline had so much imagination, but to imagine a man being with a woman of the same age as him, that's absurd.
Yeah, you can't live that like that. I mean,
no.
Yeah, but that's good. That's like you have 2 points out of 3. Nice.
Yeah. Killing it!
Pick pro. Okay, next one. Ridiculous righteousness in a woman can win over and transform a childish guy to a proper man in high school.
This is a drama.
It's a drama. Do you want to guess?
The name?
No, like the general setup, or a name if you have it.
I feel like it's no, I don't have a name, but I feel like it's just like a troubled teen, and his teacher is like very inspiring, and I don't know.
I mean, you had like 50% right.
Okay.
called Heirs.
Oh, okay.
I think I've showed you like the
Yeah, you have.
the description of it, and I know that you felt like that was the drama for you. So let me convince you to watch it for real. So a rich heir and a poor girl happens to meet and have to put up with each other in Los Angeles. They hit off.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, right.
Gosh.
It's like every other weekend. It just happens. But they hit off like one-sided because she seems to be too thick to get it. He seems to like that she only does cheesy things like a real girl should, like being fascinated by a convertible car and sticking her hand out of the window a bit like coquettish to feel the wind.
Like a dog?
When they come... What?
Like a dog sticking his head out the car window to feel the breeze
you're going for the dog
on
theme.
its tongue. Yeah.
That would have made the drama so much better if he had stuck out her tongue instead. So when they get back to Seoul, she has not been able to get the money that she was supposed to get from her sister when she was in Los Angeles. And she and her mother has to move into the people that her mother works for as a housekeeper. And surprise, surprise, that's at his place because he's super rich and can have a housekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
She even gets a spot in the same high school as him, which is super duper expensive and a disgustingly snobbish school where everyone are divided according to income and if they come from old or new money.
Okay.
He's of course a douche towards everyone except for her, and his ex-best friend also likes her, but he can't use his words. So instead he acts like a 4-year-old with like the financial means and muscles to bully the shit out of her. When she in the end like gets to know why he is like that, why this ex-best friend bullies her, because of course he's had a difficult upbringing and his mother left and blah blah blah. She of course
again moms.
Yeah, moms. Obviously they
Ew.
But she obviously like forgives him and everyone else who's been assholes. Mm-hmm. Because she's just like pure-hearted and sparkles when you look at her. The heir's family, friends, and his like the girl who just like follows him around try to separate them, of course, because she's poor. Her mother is deaf, and this girl is like smart for real. Mm. He buys her an apartment and acts like a sugar daddy in general. She goes around and are really like righteous and saint-like with all her jobs and her school and gets bullied but like brushes it off and moves on. She leaves him when his asshole of a dad asks her, but she doesn't take the money that he offers her to move abroad for some reason that's very unclear. But she just leaves anyways. So she does what she don't want to do and don't get the money for it. Unclear. But he finds her and they ignore each other. She comes back, he cries in her lap, they get together again and see into the future how all their friends and them are successful and they're still together. The end.
Okay.
You can see how inspired you are.
Like, this is not my sort of thing. I would just be annoyed watching this. Can I say something more about dogs?
Of course.
Because I watched... This is a K-drama thing. It's like a short YouTube K-drama that I watched, which was about 3 guys that ran a cafe. And what they had in common was that they could transform into dogs. And one of them was in a relationship with a girl, and when they were traveling, they had an argument because she wanted him to transform into a dog so that they could pay just one ticket and not two. But then he said, that's really uncomfortable. I don't want to be in a cage this whole trip. And then they had a fight. I like that drama. It's really absurd.
Yeah, but was he proud of being able to transform into a dog, or was it like one of his insecurities? Because if she wanted to, like, for financial reasons, just exploit his insecurities, then that wouldn't have been very nice.
I don't think...
But if he doesn't have that problem, just, like, decorate the cage in
I don't
a nice
think
way.
these guys had problems with being dogs, actually. They didn't really address it.
Okay. Well, that's...
But there was a lot of nice scenes when his girlfriend and him were playing in the park. He as a beagle and she as a human.
Oh.
But I watched that drama from like start to finish. I did not pause. It was great.
Yeah, okay. But good for you that you found some, like, K-drama that you could I almost said relate to, but
I wish I could relate to it.
You wish you had a beagle as a boyfriend.
No, that I could transform into a dog. You weirdo.
There is a Swedish expression called klassafari, and it basically means that you go, like, people from different social classes go to neighborhoods where they wouldn't have, like, visited otherwise, because and I don't know how to translate it, but that's what I mean with class safari.
Socio-economical safari trip.
Socio-economical safari. Let's go for that. So socio-economical safari is not a problem for a rich guy who can, since he can fall for a poor girl through him discovering the cool thing about spicy chicken feet.
This is a drama.
No, it's not a
It's
drama.
too absurd. It's not?
It's not a drama. It's just one thing I've kind of noticed about dramas. It could have been in a drama. There is always the one who's rich, or like from the upper stratas in society, or like have lived some time abroad. They come back and they meet someone who like have a smaller income than they. And they always eat spicy chicken feet. And they take them out and like show it, this is really nice, you have to try it. And they sit there making faces. And like, no, I can't eat that. And then they eat it and then they become like transformed, or what is it called? Like converted to the religion of chicken feet. It seems to be a rite of passage to the to the wider cultural Korean strata.
Have you had chicken feet?
No, I haven't.
I have, when I was in China. It was not my thing.
But is it like, are the cartilage or the skeleton, I don't know what it is in chicken feet, those are still there, or is it just...
it's a foot. And I'm just thinking about, like, because I had it in a restaurant with some Chinese friends, and I was like, I just keep thinking about the chicken.
Yeah.
Like, what was
his life like?
Yeah. And he's been walking around, he's minding his own business, and now I'm chewing on his feet. It wasn't my... No.
Nah. You were like, what was his ambitions in life? How did he spend his last moments with feet?
Also, it would feel weird for me to eat not both of the feet from the same chicken.
Yeah, like once you do it, you should do it properly, or...
No, it's just like assorted feet. I'm like, it comes from an individual.
You're like, I don't know if this guy had some fungi, or like if we had a foot disease. Like in the song, I discovered the other day that you know the song Arirang.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about, they say like, I walked a long distance over a mountain and then like far away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got an incurable foot disease and couldn't go back to see you again.
What?
That's basically what it is.
What?
It's now my favorite song of all time.
What the?
You look like you don't believe me, but for real, it is.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm just amazed by the spectrum of which this culture
Moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's we love it, obviously.
Can I just say one more thing though? I'm probably gonna cut this out though about feet.
No cutting, but okay.
My friend talked about he hooked up with this person that had a foot fetish, apparently, and she stuck her feet in his mouth. And then he was like, I threw her out of my apartment and I drank hand sanitizer. He was like, and she was wearing flip-flops.
When so she put her feet in his mouth?
No, like... She had worn flip-flops when they were out and about, and then they were in his apartment. And he was like, her feet has been like bare.
Ooh.
And then she put them in his mouth. And she was like, I thought you liked that sort of stuff. He's like, get out.
It's like that with the flip-flops, that's just like another level of disgustingness.
Okay.
Do you want one more?
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah, I want one more.
Only the military creates real, deep people who can choose the right path.
This is a drama.
It's totally a drama.
Yeah.
So this one is called Descendants of the Sun.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, you heard about it. So when two elite soldiers are out on leave, they get a thief who ends up in hospital. At the hospital, the doctor misunderstands them for having... She thinks they have beaten the thief when he was actually... I think he was run over when he was escaping. I can't remember. They... the two elite soldiers take on the like gangster crew of the thief and show all their macho-ness. Back at the hospital, the doctor gets to apologize to them and especially to the captain when she is shown on the surveillance cameras how just, cool and muscular the soldiers and especially the captain is. They flirt a little and start a relationship, but since they're both working, I mean, obviously only the guy should work in a relationship. Since they're both working, they can't keep the flame alive. The doctor gets criticized because she chooses to run the VIP section of the hospital with a greater salary and more spare time instead of working her ass off at the emergency room. And also her boss keeps making moves at her. Since she rejects him, she and others from the hospital gets sent to an army base in another country where they're supposed to help the population there with like vaccines and stuff. Obviously, the captain and the other soldier are there by destiny or coincidence or because it's a drama. Even the thief has been converted into a military. And also this thief, I just want to say, is your all-time favorite actor. He played in Love Struck in the City, the short guy.
Yeah! Wait. I need to look up what his name is. Oh, he's so cute. Kim Min-sok.
Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. So
he's cute. Very tiny.
That's what you needed to like keep on listening. Now you're just gonna listen to when I say the thief.
He's a thief?
Yeah, he was like the thief in the beginning.
Ah.
But then he was like converted by their macho-ness and decided to become a military and was kind of adopted into this testosterone-filled crew of military.
Okay.
Well, a shitload of stuff happens, and like the captain and the doctor comes closer to each other, often by her doing something stupid or embarrassing, and him saving her or like exploiting the situation to his advantage. She proves that working at the VIP department at the hospital actually gave some things since she can handle an emergency situations, because of course that's the only time that a human's actual value can be shown, not like in everyday life and how they act nice to other people. But yeah, they find each other like in this army camp, and then he gets, what is it called? Like missing in action. Everyone thinks he's dead, and they think that for a year. And she goes around volunteering because she found herself on the anniversary of his death. He shows up and they live happily ever after, or at least until the end credits.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about this drama.
Yeah, I liked it. Can't you hear that?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's because when you watch a drama, you get really like, or I get really like immersed in the characters and all their lives, and I want to like know what happens, and I emotionally attached to everything that happens and how they think and like that. But then when you like go away, or after you've seen the entire thing and think about some of the things, you're like, but is that really a good thing, or is that
like their actions, or
yeah? But like when we have spoken about like this, that there are a lot of dramas where women like men who are assholes to them. It's like when I saw Boys Over Flowers for the first time, then it was like, oh, this is kind of cute. And then when you think about it, it's not really cute.
Yeah.
It's borderline criminal, but okay.
So what is your favorite K-drama?
Oh, I don't know, of all times, or like in this particular genre, or
in the like romantic category.
I mean, my favorite drama of all time is Possessed. I mean, they are obviously falling for each other, but it's not very much in your face. Yeah, but I like the drama, and but I also like Hospital Playlist. It just feels like a more realistic. It's probably one of the most realistic like relationship dramas that I have ever seen, like K-drama wise. It's like situations that would occur, and it's reactions that actual people would have.
Okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah, and you scored a lot of points. I have some more of those that I made up, but I think that we should probably wrap it.
Yeah. I feel like I guessed, or my answers were always, this is a drama.
Yeah. But, I mean, that...
50-50!
That just shows how awesome I am at making lines that could have been a drama. I mean, we could totally make a drama of some of these. Should we pitch it to a production company?
Yeah.
I think the chicken feet thing is, and we could have a feet thing throughout, like a theme. We could feature the foot fetish thing. We could.
The drama should be called Assorted Feet. No, listen. This is actually a great idea. There are people at a restaurant. They come in with a plate of chicken feet, and then for each feet that they pick up, they're gonna go back and watch the life of the chicken. And then when you pick another feed, there's another chicken, another story.
But is that like is that because this person is like has superpowers, or is it because the restaurants?
The restaurant is magic. It's magical.
But then that's not a good business strategy. Because would you want to come back? You wouldn't want to eat that. You would just put it down and go.
But the chicken feet are so delicious that people will go through trauma and hell to eat them. I'm telling you, this is gonna sell. People are gonna watch this.
Yeah, we'll do a mini series, and then see, and like have spin-offs, and we could do like a lot of spin-offs then, if like from the different chickens' lives, like all the favorite chickens that the fans to Assorted Feet gets especially emotionally attached to. We could what's a good name for a chicken?
Like a given name, or like just
like a given name?
Poppy.
Like Poppy the movie. Poppy the origin story.
It would also be like a promotion or like a commercial for becoming a vegetarian, I think.
Yeah, that would be it. But that was the K-drama episode. How do you feel?
I enjoyed it. It was a new world to me. Now I know what you feel like when I talk about K-pop.
Okay,
a bit confused.
A bit what?
A bit confused. Zoned out. Tired. And also the feeling of, what the hell is this crap?
Yeah, this is a really good summary. I would add violated too, but that's in particular circumstances.
I feel disgusted. No. Because Wonho is known as a bagel.
A bagel?
Bagel? Have you talked about this?
No.
So bagel means like, it's a combination of baby face and gladiator body.
And is that a good thing?
Have you seen
to have
him?
A baby face and
Of course it's a good thing.
Oh, pardon. No, I mean like being associated with having a baby face and a very like sexually attractive body. The combination is disturbing.
I don't know. How does it feel, Dino? No, I'm just kidding.
Are you referring to my ripped body?
And your baby face?
Baby face?